This is exactly how to diet correctly in order to not become skinny fat. But who am I to tell you anything? I went from this to this, then this to this. I'm not here to preach anything to you. I'm just here to give you my life experience so you can pick and choose what you want to add into your own life. Quickly, let's just cover what in the world is skinny fat. Well, as the name suggests, you're skinny and fat at the same time. Skinny in the sense that you have little to no muscle, but you have a decently high body fat percentage. I'll put up a picture on screen on what this looks like. And the reason most people end up like this, if we take away genetics and everything aside, because there are certain genetic variabilities, it usually comes down to the fact that you are not exercising and you're in a calorie surplus. I mean, it's just as simple as that. Now, this is specifically where this video comes in. A lot of people who are overweight will end up dieting only to realize that at the end of the diet, they just look skinny fat, which is tragic. I mean, you go through all of this work just to realize that you look almost the same and if not worse than you did before. So how do we fix this? How do we avoid becoming skinny fat at the end of our diets or while dieting? The number one thing that we should do is exercise. There are so many benefits of working out, but let's just cover the main aesthetic reasons. If you're dieting down and not working out, you're going to lose muscle, which is exactly how you become skinny fat. Working out will help you retain muscle, and if you're a beginner, you can actually build muscle while losing fat at the same time. If you simply just follow this one tip, if you just exercise, this is your get out of jail free card out of becoming skinny fat. Another thing you could add on to this is protein intake. You need to have a sufficient amount of protein. Even if you don't exercise, if you have a higher protein diet, somewhere around 1 gram per pound of body weight, you will retain more muscle and thus look less skinny fat when the weight actually drops. To get protein in more easily, use lean meats like chicken breast, turkey breast, use milk products like cottage cheese, supplement with protein like whey protein or casein protein, and it should be fairly easy to get in enough protein. Now, the last thing I'll mention is not to crash diet. Once you get into the realms of very high deficits, and I'm talking about 1,000 calorie deficits and such, it's inevitable, even if you're working out, even if you're hitting your protein, although they will help, you are going to lose the muscle. The only people that can get away with this is people on steroids, but I assume most of you aren't on steroids, so we don't even have to really think about this. Keep yourself on a solid calorie deficit. Don't try to go above a 500 calorie deficit. Losing more than a pound a week is not the greatest idea, especially further into your diet. At the very start, you can get away with losing 2-3 pounds a week, but as you get further, there is a higher chance that you're going to shave muscle off your frame, and this is exactly what happened to me. At first I lost fat, but then as I went further into my diet, I started losing tons of muscle. So really be wary of this. If you have no idea where to start with your diet, press the first link in the description. We'll calculate your maintenance calories and make a diet plan completely for free. If I gave you anything of value, consider subscribing to the channel. It would really help us out. And don't forget to stay savvy with your diet.